Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Dr. Christine Anderson here, and I am really glad you joined me today. I apologize if you tried to watch my video from last week. This is a replay, so if you watched it, you're not going to be seeing anything new. If you tried to watch it and you couldn't get on or looked for the replay, yeah, I was in Yellowstone and I did not have internet access. So I apologize, but here I am. It's a continuation of what we've been talking about with the core before I start going on to the extremities. So I want to talk about the transverse abdominal muscles because these are muscles that it's imperative that you have strength there to be able to keep yourself sort of together. It sort of acts like a girdle around the lower abdominal / waist area. So if you've got a weak transverse abdominis, then you might have issues like back pain or poor posture or something like that. And when you're trying to do core exercises, you might find it really difficult if these muscles are weak. So this will be a really quickie one. I'm going to go into what the transverse abdominis is and how you find it, how you work it, and all that good stuff. It is, like I said, the deepest layer of the core muscles. It is located underneath the rectus abdominis, which is the one we always think of as like a six-pack, right? It's not as, sexy because we can't see it, but it is essential. We use it when we're breathing, sneezing, coughing, and for women who are pregnant, you need it to push that baby out and push the baby out and nothing else. So super important. It creates a firm abdominal wall to help support the lower spine. So it's going to help improve your posture. It's going to lessen backaches. And it's really important to condition that muscle properly because a lot of times you might think you're working a muscle, but you're not actually being very effective. And if we're going to do something, let's just do it right, okay? So if you are looking in the mirror and you kind of see your gut sticking out, you probably have a weak transverse abdominis. If you are pregnant, you are going to naturally have the pelvis go forward and that muscle can become weak. So this is really something that is going to help you with so much in pregnancy. It really will. And every pregnant woman can do it no matter what. So first, when you learn how to use this very deep muscle, the transverse abdominis, to practice that deep breathing. Now, the reason why you have to do that is because most people are breathing incorrectly. Basis for the exercise for back and view my video on optimal breathing, and I'll put a link of that video in the description. So just to summarize what I talk about in that, with belly breaths, you take in the air through your nose. You're going to expand your belly as you breathe in, right? And so it expands, and you are going to let your belly stretch out. And then as you exhale, you're going to pull your navel in towards your spine and you're going to hold it. And then you're going to breathe in again. And so that's just a basic belly breathing that we talked about. And I'm going to show you in a second. We're going to take that a step further. But you may find it helpful to put your hand on your belly to know that you're doing it properly. So this is the same action we're going to use in what we're calling a bracing exercise. The reason why we call it a bracing exercise is you're going to pull your navel in towards your spine and you keep pulling it in and you hold it and brace as if someone's going to punch you in the gut. So you're squeezing inward and supporting your entire lower abdominal area as if somebody's going to give you a punch, okay? Now, you can do this in any position. You can do it sitting, you can stand. A lot of people find it helpful to start this by laying down because your back is already supported, so you don't really have to worry about that. But don't, there's going to be a way that's easier for you, so just sort of play with this. So that bracing effect It refers to an isometric contraction of the transverse abdominis muscle, meaning that you squeeze and you hold isometrically without really moving. So you don't want to pull it in so much that you're rounding your back, which some people will do, but they found it was actually more effective just to kind of bring everything in and hold it. So if that is confusing to you, just again, imagine being punched in the belly and what you would need to do to brace your stomach for that. All right. So you don't want to really just suck it in. All right. So let's go through this. So I am going to angle my computer down. So hopefully you can see my belly. I know I'm all in black as usual. So here we just do the breathing. So we're breathing in, belly is expanding. We breathe out. And I'm pulling my navel in, okay? So you can do this to a certain count. I like to inhale for 4. And then as I exhale, I pull my belly in and squeeze, and I hold, and I pull everything in as if someone's gonna punch me in the gut, okay? And then I hold that for 6 to 10 counts. You really wanna squeeze everything in. Oh, look, the light just came in. So you wanna just pull everything in, and then when you breathe in, your belly can expand again. And then I repeat, so I pull it in, navel towards my spine, hold it and squeeze and brace everything as if someone's gonna punch me in the gut, and holding that again for 6 to 10 seconds. Let me tell you, if you are doing this right, I always say to do it for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you are doing it correctly, you should feel like you are totally engaging that transverse abdominis. It's not a question of like, I don't know, I don't really feel it. I mean, I just did 2 of them and I can feel that. So do that at least 2 to 3 minutes at a time. You can do it more often. And I found this came in such hand when we were driving so much in Yellowstone. So if you're in the car and you've got a long commute, not so much of an issue right now, but hopefully things will get back to normal a little bit, right? But if you're driving in the car, you can sit there and do this. I also like to do butt squeezes when I'm in the car too, so my butt stays awake, but that's a whole nother story. If you're standing in line, you can do it anywhere. And if you are doing your Kegels, you can incorporate those too. We will talk about those another day. A version of this bracing transverse abdominis exercise is called the Tupler Technique, and it was designed to help women prepare for childbirth and heal from diastasis recti. That's where there's actually a split in the recti muscle. And this is actually one of the exercises that can be done by all women right after birth, no matter what type of birth, even a C-section. You can do this exercise of working your transverse abdominis muscle and start right away. You don't have to wait the normal 4 weeks, 6 weeks to exercise. You can do this muscle, this muscle. You can work this muscle right away. So I hope you enjoyed this. I finally got it done properly. Like it if you, if this speaks to you. Check out the other core exercises, which I will link in the description. How to test your core, the 4 basic core exercises. This one, core. So important. Posture. Subscribe so you know when I'm coming on. Share, because everybody needs to work their core. And next week, I will start with the extremities, and I'm going to start in the shoulders. Woo, yeah, because them shoulders they take a lot. So I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time on Optimal Health, Optimal Life. Bye now.